Hello and welcome everyone, I'm really glad you're joining me today. Today we're diving into a topic that quietly shapes our health, often without us even realizing it. It's something that affects millions of people around the world, impacting their daily lives in subtle, yet significant ways. I'm talking about sugar addiction, a topic that's often misunderstood and underestimated. Many think sugar cravings are just about willpower, a simple matter of self-discipline. They believe that if you just try harder, you can resist that tempting treat. But science reveals a deeper story, a much more complex picture than mere lack of resolve. One rooted in our brain chemistry and biology, in the intricate workings of our nervous system. It's a story of how our bodies are wired to respond to sweetness. When we eat sugar, our brains release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with pleasure and reward. It's the same chemical triggered by addictive substances like certain drugs, creating a sense of euphoria and satisfaction. This creates a powerful cycle of craving and reward, where your brain learns to associate sugar with pleasure, driving you to seek it out again and again. This isn't about weakness, it's not a character flaw or a sign of moral failing. It's a real physiological response, a biological mechanism that's deeply ingrained in our systems. And that's tough to break with willpower alone because you're fighting against your own brain chemistry. Understanding this is the first step to regaining control, to breaking free from the chains of sugar addiction. We'll explore how sugar affects your body, delving into the science behind its impact on various systems. We'll look at everything from energy spikes, that initial rush of energy you feel after consuming something sweet, and crashes, the inevitable slump that follows, leaving you feeling tired and sluggish, to its impact on weight, and how excessive sugar consumption can contribute to weight gain and related health issues, and even mood, exploring the link between sugar intake and emotional well-being. My goal isn't to scare you, to make you feel guilty or ashamed about your sugar consumption, or demand total sugar elimination because life is about balance and enjoyment, but to empower you with knowledge, to give you the tools you need to make informed decisions. By understanding why you crave sugar, the underlying mechanisms that drive those desires, you can make informed choices for your health, choices that support your well-being, and help you live a healthier, happier life. This journey is about awareness, not deprivation. It's about finding a sustainable and enjoyable way to manage your sugar intake. So, let's uncover the science behind one of today's most pervasive health challenges and take the first step towards a healthier, more balanced relationship with sugar. Chapter 1. GAPS, 1S, what is sugar addiction? So what exactly is sugar addiction? Addiction means repeating a behavior, like eating sugar, despite negative consequences because it feels rewarding. Sugar lights up the brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and making us crave more. Over time, we build tolerance, needing more sugar for the same pleasure, fueling a cycle that's hard to break. After a stressful day, reaching for chocolate isn't just comfort. It's your brain seeking a quick mood lift. But this relief is temporary, reinforcing the habit and making future cravings stronger. Sugar addiction is a real brain-based condition, not a character flaw. Recognizing this shifts the focus from self-blame to understanding the science behind our cravings. That's the first step toward lasting change. Chapter 2. How it affects your energy. Sugar's most immediate effect? The energy roller coaster. It's a wild ride that many of us experience daily, often without fully realizing the cause. This constant fluctuation can significantly impact your productivity, mood, and overall well-being. A sugary snack gives you a quick energy spike, a rush that feels good in the moment. It's the instant gratification we often crave when feeling tired or stressed. This happens as glucose, the simple sugar derived from the snack, rapidly floods your bloodstream. The body absorbs it quickly, leading to that sudden surge of energy. Your body responds with a surge of insulin, a hormone released by the pancreas, rapidly lowering blood sugar, sometimes too much. This is the body's attempt to maintain balance, but the overcorrection leads to the dreaded crash. The result? A crash that leaves you tired, foggy, and craving more sugar. This is because your brain, which relies on a steady supply of glucose, is now experiencing a shortage. This cycle keeps your energy unstable, trapping you in a loop of highs and lows. It's a vicious circle that can be difficult to break free from, impacting your focus and concentration. Think of the afternoon slump. You grab a chocolate bar seeking that familiar energy boost to power through the rest of the day. You feel great for a bit, A temporary lift that masks the underlying fatigue, then crash even harder, leaving you feeling worse than before. Your brain, desperate for fuel, craves more sugar, sending signals that are hard to ignore, and the cycle repeats, perpetuating the energy roller coaster. Breaking free means choosing foods that release energy slowly, providing a sustained and stable source of fuel for your body and brain. Focus on complex carbs, which take longer to digest and provide a more gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream. Include proteins, essential for building and repairing tissues, and also contribute to a feeling of fullness and sustained energy. And don't forget healthy fats, crucial for hormone production and brain function, providing a long-lasting source of energy. These keep your energy steady and your cravings in check, helping you avoid the highs and lows of the sugar roller coaster. Stable energy is possible with the right fuel. By making conscious food choices, you can break free from the sugar cycle and experience consistent energy throughout the day. Chapter 3. The impact on weight and fat storage. Sugar's link to weight gain is a complex issue, far more nuanced than simply adding extra calories to your daily intake. It's a key factor in understanding why so many people struggle with their weight. It goes beyond calories. The type of calories you consume matters, and sugar has a unique impact on your metabolism and fat storage mechanisms. Eating sugar triggers a rapid release of insulin, a hormone produced by your pancreas. Insulin's primary job is to regulate blood sugar levels, but it also acts as a signal to your body to store fat, particularly when there's an excess of sugar. It essentially blocks fat burning, shifting your body into storage mode. Frequent sugar intake, especially from processed foods and sugary drinks, keeps insulin levels consistently high. This constant elevation of insulin locks your body in fat storage mode, making it incredibly difficult to tap into your fat reserves for energy. The liver, overwhelmed by excess sugar, especially fructose, which is abundant in many processed foods and sugary drinks, converts it to fat. This process raises triglyceride levels in the blood and contributes to the development of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a growing health concern. Sugary drinks are especially problematic. They deliver a concentrated dose of sugar quickly, causing a rapid insulin spike. Unlike solid foods, they don't trigger the same satiety signals, so they don't make you feel full. As a result, you end up consuming more calories without experiencing the feeling of satisfaction, ultimately making weight loss a much harder and more frustrating journey. This creates a hormonal environment that primes your body for fat storage, making it easier to gain weight and harder to lose it. This is especially true around the abdomen, where excess fat accumulation is linked to increased health risks. Managing sugar intake isn't just about counting calories, it's about taking control of your body's fat storage signals and creating a metabolic environment that supports fat burning. That's the real challenge and the key to long-term weight management and improved health. Chapter 4. Effects on the brain and mood. Sugar doesn't just affect your body, it impacts your brain and mood too. The initial sugar rush boosts serotonin, making you feel good, but the crash can leave you irritable or anxious. For some, this cycle can worsen mood disorders or even mimic panic attacks. Chronic sugar intake also promotes inflammation in the brain linked to depression and cognitive decline. High sugar diets reduce BDNF, a brain chemical vital for memory and learning. The result? Brain fog, poor focus, and trouble retaining information. A stable, low-sugar diet supports steady mood and sharp thinking. Your brain thrives on consistent, nourishing fuel. Chapter 5. Long-term health consequences. The real danger of sugar lies in its long-term effects. Constant high sugar intake leads to insulin resistance, setting the stage for type 2 diabetes. This condition increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney problems, and nerve damage. Excess sugar also raises triglycerides, blood pressure, and inflammation, damaging arteries and increasing heart attack risk. Over decades, even without obvious weight gain, sugar silently harms your liver, heart, and metabolism. The cumulative effect is a higher risk of chronic disease and reduced quality of life. Reducing sugar isn't a quick fix. It's a long-term investment in your health. Prevention starts now. Chapter 6. Breaking free and moving forward. The story of sugar is clear. It hijacks our biology, our very systems, disrupts energy levels, promotes fat storage relentlessly, and harms our brains and bodies. But knowledge is power indeed. Understanding why you crave sugar helps you make better choices. Start small. Swap sugary drinks for water, plain water, read labels, and choose whole foods. Each healthy choice weakens old habits and builds new, positive ones. Over time, cravings fade, energy stabilizes, and you feel better inside and out. The journey is gradual, but every step counts. Share this knowledge, empower others, and take charge of your health. Stay curious and be well. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video!